Hey guys, welcome back. This week, Cloudflare fixes a flaw that could impact millions of websites, the US government offering $10 million in exchange for tips on ransomware operations, cryptographers find vulnerabilities in Telegram's encryption protocol, and our CVE of the week, a privilege escalation and RCE in Windows print spooler. The possibility of another major supply chain attack was intercepted last week after Cloudflare fixed a flaw in their CDNJS library. CDNJS is an open-source content delivery network that serves JavaScript and CSS libraries. It is used by 12% of all websites, making it the second most popular CDN of JavaScript after Google-hosted libraries. A researcher known as Reattack analyzed CDNJS's code and discovered it contains a path traversal vulnerability that could lead to remote code execution. The vulnerability can be exploited by publishing packages to Cloudflare's CDNJS using GitHub or NPM. After being notified of the vulnerability by Reattack, Cloudflare's team provided a patch to correct it. In other news, due to the latest ransomware attacks, the United States government is taking additional measures to protect itself from hackers. Last week, two new measures were announced. One of these measures is stopransom.gov, a website designed to help private and public entities mitigate the ransomware threat. The website contains information about ransomware gathered from all federal government agencies, which includes alerts, updates and resources regarding ransomware. Additionally, the US government also announced a $10 million reward in exchange for information regarding ransomware attacks targeting US entities. The United States government hoped that this monetary reward will make hackers turn on each other, which is why they created a dark web tip reporting service to protect these possible whistleblowers. Moving on. 4 new vulnerabilities were discovered in Telegram's encryption protocol. These vulnerabilities were discovered by an international team of cryptographers who were concerned that Telegram's encryption protocol isn't completely impenetrable. 2 of these vulnerabilities are quite trivial and easy to exploit, but the other 2 are quite interesting. One of these vulnerabilities, that was named Crime Pizza, could allow a hacker to change the content of a message by switching the words around and could be used to frame people for committing crimes. The second vulnerability could allow a hacker to discern which messages are encrypted, but it is more theoretical since it requires special circumstances. All of these vulnerabilities were reported to Telegram, who released updates in response. Now for our CVE of the week. A privilege escalation and remote code execution in Windows print spooler. This vulnerability comes after Microsoft already patched 2 other critical vulnerabilities in their print spooler service that became known as Print Nightmare. This new vulnerability is not connected to the Print Nightmare incident, but it does raise some concerns regarding Windows print spooler. The new vulnerability can occur since print spooler performs privilege operations in an improper way, which could allow an attacker to run arbitrary code with system privileges. This will allow the attacker to install programs, view, change or delete data, or create new accounts with full user rights. Microsoft is working on patching this vulnerability as well as the ones related to Print Nightmare, but for now they advise users to simply disable the print spooler service. That's it for now. More details about what we just mentioned can be found in the description below. Don't forget to follow us on our other channels to keep up with the latest news and advisories.